Vietnam, or the Socialist Republic of Vietnam, is a country in Southeast Asia. Vietnam remains one of the most popular destinations for backpackers and families alike, with the country having beach holidays, ancient and modern history, and deep rainforests. Vietnam is a very different country to most. It has different laws and customs, and the language is very unique. It's recommended that you travel with a guide or agency that can help you if there were any other issues. If you are staying in Vietnam for over 45 days, you'll need a visa. And if you are traveling to other countries in Southeast Asia, note that to go near the border, you'll need permission from the local authorities. The area is very safe for LGBT+ travelers, but several laws are strictly enforced. The country has strict laws about religious imagery and political opinions that could trip up some travelers. IDs are required at all times, and there have been reports of the legal system being very slow in the country. The official language is Vietnamese, whilst French, Chinese and English are also spoken, and the local currency is the Vietnamese dong. Hanoi is the capital of Vietnam and is a hub of history and culture in the country, with it retaining its old charm compared to more modern cities. The Old Quarter is home to markets and artisan trade shops selling all the goods of the country, such as egg coffee, pho, and bun cha. Hanoi is a perfect taste for the relaxed feel of Indochina, with the city having a quaint charm and lots to offer. Trains run through the city streets, breweries can be found all around, and the people are known for being friendly and talkative. Ho Chi Minh City is the largest city in Vietnam. Whilst its official name is after the leader of North Vietnam, many still refer to the city as Saigon, and it was the capital of the French colony of Indochina in the region. The French influence can still be seen on the city today. It has its own version of Notre Dame Cathedral, and many of the buildings are still in the colonial style. Saigon also has a lot of modern buildings to go with its old past. The Independence Palace was the seat of the old presidents of the country, and its capture signaled the end of the Vietnam War. In the downtown, you can travel to an observation deck to view the whole city. When in Vietnam, be sure to always have your bags and belongings close to you. There have been reports of bag slashing and pickpocketing in tourist areas in the city. Gambling is illegal in Vietnam, though is still very common. Stay away from any sites that offer it, as only 8 casinos in the country are allowed to operate. Scams are very common towards tourists in the country, particularly in taxis or on attractions. Make sure the meter is always on in a taxi and that you stick to your itinerary. Some of the street food you might eat could be dangerous, as hygiene regulations are not that strong. Try booking a food tour so you have a guide around the markets. In parts of southern and western Vietnam, you can visit the famous pathways of some of history's most famous fighters, the Viet Cong. Just outside of Saigon, you can visit the Cu Chi tunnels, which still stand today, and the safer tunnels can still be walked through. If it's relaxation you're after, Vietnam also has you covered. Ha Long Bay is an area of extreme natural beauty. With small islands and cliff faces in the clear water, it's a major tourist attraction. Phong Nha National Park, deep within the rainforests of the country, is home to the largest cave in the world, and you can drop down into it to explore. River cruises are also very popular, and they can take you through the rice paddies of the Mekong Delta, known as the Rice Bowl of the world. Vietnam today is still defined by its war, and in rural parts of the country, landmines and traps can still be found. Be careful when in these areas and follow the instructions of the park or guide you're with, and don't go off the track. Vietnam regularly experiences typhoons and monsoons. These events can be dangerous and can limit what you can do. Monsoons occur at different times of the year throughout different parts of the country, so be sure to research when this is for when you go. Tap water is not safe to drink in Vietnam, and many toilets don't have paper, instead having a hose. Vietnam is a country based around Confucius beliefs. People are very optimistic, elders are very well respected, and reputations are very important. Dress modestly and ask for permission to take photos, especially when in sacred areas like temples or memorials. The Vietnamese War is still very recent, and many people are directly related to the conflict. Be respectful of the war, as the Vietnamese are very proud of this part of history. For local traditions, Tet, or New Year, is celebrated in January or February, with major festivities taking up the whole week around the event. Vietnam is a brilliant country to visit, with its history and culture spanning centuries, while still having some of the best natural sights in the world. For more information, as well as other guides, visit our website and follow our social media.